Mrs. Lipscomb has been focusing on 2 new programs this year for the benefit of the student body: Radar Grab and Go program and mental health and sleep surveys. I had the opportunity to interview teachers and students to get their views on each of the programs.
So the Radar Grab and Go program is something that we've been thinking about for a couple of years, and the Lions Club approached us about wanting to do something to help students in the community. So we felt like it fit the bill for both areas. So the idea is to be able to provide some extra nourishment and food for students who can then go home with it and fix any of that food themselves. So it doesn't require an adult to help them put it together. In addition to that, there are a lot of hygiene products in there. Many of the products that we have that we're providing to families and to students are somewhat expensive, and we recognize that right now, especially during coronavirus, that money is tight for a lot of families. So we're trying to help people out.
How do you believe this program will impact the student body?
So I think this is a positive program. I think more than ever we need to come together as a community to support each other. So it's our goal to be able to do that by providing supplies to kids and to families who need them. It's important for kids to know that they can get assistance from the school. It's important for them to be well fed and nourished so that they can learn and participate in sports and activities and be the best that they can be, the best versions of themselves. A lot of the products, like I said before, really can be quite expensive, so sometimes students might choose to go without a product for a while, and this kind of fills the gap for them until they can get to the store or have a family purchase it for them.
I think it's actually a really great program, especially with everything that's going on right now. I think that something our community doesn't know as much about our school is how much our teachers, our staff, our administrators care about students and are always looking for ways to reach them in places beyond the classroom. We know that they will only be successful in the classroom if we can help take care of them outside of school between 3 and 8 o'clock the next morning. So I think it's a really great program for us to continue to be able to help them beyond the school day, and also to give them a comfortable and safe place if they would happen to be in need.
What is your plan with getting this information from high school students?
So the sleep study is really a continuance of the Healthy, Wealthy, Wise program that we started a couple years ago. And the whole idea behind educating students about health-related topics such as sleep and mental health is to empower students to make decisions that are good for them. So sleep, we know, affects every single student in this building in one way, shape, or form. And so by providing them an opportunity to learn more about their sleep habits and evaluate their sleep habits, they can then make the decision for themselves about whether or not they think something needs to change as it relates to, in this case, their pattern of sleep. But the overall goal for all of the different surveys that we're doing, and especially for the Healthy, Wealthy, Wise concept, is really to empower students to make healthy decisions. And when you can start to make those decisions now, those decisions become habits, and those habits become lifelong. And so we're just teaching students the importance of those.
From being a classroom teacher, how do you feel these answers from students will give off a positive outcome?
I think the answers to the surveys will have an overall positive outcome, just because we can see if there are students that are struggling or have some needs that maybe we can address or get them help or services that they need.
How do you believe getting this information from your students will let you help them in the future?
So I believe that this program empowers students to make decisions for themselves. So once the surveys are completed, they will get feedback from the sleep studies team at Geisinger, who will then tell them whether or not their sleep is adequate, whether it's excellent, or whether maybe it needs some improvement. Once students receive that feedback, they then are back in the driver's seat to make decisions about their own health. So really this program is not so much about me helping students as much as it is giving students the information they need to help themselves. And with each piece of information that they get, they then have choices. And the whole idea of educating students is to simply give you the information you need and then allow for you to make some decisions that are based on science in this case, because sleep is science. And then if you choose to follow the advice of the sleep study team, then you may be able to improve your sleep. Some of you may choose not to, and that's okay too, because you again are making your own decisions. So my role in the sleep study, and the reason we brought it to Montgomery, is to be able to educate students and families about why sleep is important and why having healthy sleep can help you have better mental health, better physical health, better immunity, help you lose weight, get a better complexion, help you do better in school, prevent injuries on the athletic field, and then if you do get injured, help you recover. So my role is really to help in the education piece of it, and then this is going to help students help themselves.
How do you see this helping with students getting better sleep?
I think that if students are able to see what's causing the lack of sleep, then that can motivate them to try and do better things to help sleep.
Do you believe that sleep can have an effect on learning? If so, do you believe that figuring out the ways to sleep better will impact students' learning ability?
I personally believe that sleep has a big impact on students. I know for myself, if I don't get enough sleep, I'm groggy and not willing to learn the next day. I feel like if we learn and are educated on how much sleep we need a night and how to possibly get enough sleep if sleeping is a struggle of ours, will definitely help with not only our academic background, but maybe even our social interactions with someone else.